Peace, family. This is Brother Tim coming at you live and direct. Yeah, for some of y'all live and direct. For others, y'all just not waking up. Y'all just catching it when you can. I want to thank you for taking the time to stop in. Hopefully you're a daily toaster. And just want to let you know that you are now rocking with the best. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. The hell? My fault. Anime has something caught in her throat. You are now rocking with the best. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. There we go, anime. This is Heart of Some Production. Of course, you know this is the Daily Toast. And it's a Heart of a Summer production. We strive to blow up your old paradigm. Alright, before we go on and get into the music, I need to take my shot of that Phoenix blood. Working on purifying this system, because we got a rough school year coming up. It's gonna be a rough one this year. I can smell it. I can feel it calling in the air tonight. Here's to you. Man. Great emoji to you, Brother Kwame. Great emoji to you, Miss CeeLo. And here we go. Drink your water. Come on. Drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Wow. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Next step. Now lift your glass and drink some water. Curl your glass and drink some water. Press your glass and drink some water. Drink some water. Drink. Now move your body, drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body. Drink. Now lift your glass and toast your ancestors. My fault. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass. Drink. Here we go. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift your glass and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Drink. Trying to read. Drink. Last one. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift your glass and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Brother Kwame mentioned something about Hotel California. Laugh Not Win is our meeting for further discussion. discussion on the school. The 13th, my friend, the 13th. Also, we got to have a nation builder meeting so that we go and talk about Marcus Garvey festival as well. So we got to decide on what angle we're gonna hit that from. And I mean, there's stuff out here. It's a lot of stuff we got to discuss. But we need to go and get this toadstone, drink this water. This is my first day back to my adventure, and kind of wondering what was going on while I was gone. I was only gone about 3 days, really. The 4th, because I was there on the I was there on the 3rd. We stopped in on the 3rd. I wasn't there on the 4th. I wasn't there on the 5th. I wasn't there on the 6th. So we wanted to see what's going on on the home front. So we need to drink this water. So let's find us some water drinking songs so that we go get this out the way. Let's see. I bet you I still need to upload a track. Let's do. What we gonna do, Brother Malik, again this morning? Let's try that.
You wear the 6-pack coming down the track like that. Check the mic, 1, 2. 6-pack train coming through. Quicker than a Pentium, that for the next millennium. Spirit informs, no conforms to the norms. Dropping bombs, let it sedimented, here to represent it. Some live off the level of the old school, mold you, and that's the trend. What I tend to see, the new jack ain't new in fact, just bitten pieces of the recycling fragments of rubble from a somewhat familiar voice. And so many MCs are hard to touch on. This won't make me popular. Dropping the lyrics that appeal and flock to you. I yourself am just as accurate as Doppler. I'm rocking ya, spiritual slip and stopping my fly it up and it goes, hey y'all, hey, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey. How should I go? I go, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey. Dearly beloved, we were gathered here to bring up the real peace to hope of. We yell, we shed no more tears for fears when I'm chucking my spear. I'm that spook who sat by the door waiting for the big score while you're trying to get yours from the capitalist war. And the red, white, and blue horns of stacks and minutes. You shimmy, you follow, you swallow, users. Not producers, consumers, consumed propaganda's got me fuming. My people are doomed. Power to the people, power to the seekers. Instead, we're reduced to amps and speakers. $200 sneakers, acquisitions of designer suits, Benz and Lexus, battle of sexes, sport utility trucks, and such with slaves to a quick buck. We run them up. How far can we run when we're stuck? The race is won by wisdom, not muscle. Still, we all struggle. Should be excused the hustle for instant gratification, perpetuation of culture, mutilation. Yo, hey. Hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey. I go. I say, hey, yo, hey. Hey, yo, hey. We should be reaching for Orion. Instead, we have a love affair with dying. Getting drunk till we fold, and those till we flowed. Does the superficial high suffice for the lows? No time for idle. Introspection and life lessons are everyone's Quran, Torah, Bible. Gluttonous eats the feast, the true purpose of eats. The temple falls off from foreign chemicals, toxins, and meats. You call food enriched when it's stripped of nutrients and bleach. I'm not meant to be free when flesh don't band-aids are peace. Every native slash European contract was breached. What will Ebonics do for the disenfranchised? Media gets no justice cause movie is despised. Reverse discrimination versus racism will never be tied. English, the bastard language of the so civilized. The difference right tones is what the Western language is. So isn't broken English like a double negative, yo? Hey. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey. I go. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey. 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 Hey yo, Lord. Yo, hey! Hey, yo, hey!
That's Brother Malik. Brother Malik, hey y'all. Alright, so here we go. Let's go and get this toast on early in the morning. Alright. Let me see what we gonna sip on. Bring out the good looking bottle. Let's see. You know, y'all ain't seen this one in a while because my supplies have been very, very low. But hey, we back up and we brewing. And it's alive, it's moving. If you could look, well, you know, this camera is supposed to be 3 times better than the camera I had before. But I can't tell. You look in there, you can see the stuff going up. Of course, y'all know I do mines. My personal stash. I always keep it unfiltered. I like mine's unfiltered, but I understand those of you out there, y'all. We call them the uninitiated. Those non-brewers out there, y'all might not appreciate that. So, when I bottle it and stuff like that, I go on and filter that stuff out. Of course, we ain't gonna fill up this whole big old glass because that means I would have to really be brewing. We want to make sure we get some of these live enzymes in our body to help bring about some balance in our system. But before we got the glass, we got the toast. Oh my God. It's not, I mean, it's like the different levels of the ambrosia. When I can't wait to get some more of y'all out here brewing, right? Now brewing, it's like brewing and then you got ferment. You know what I'm saying? But both of them are sciences, and I can't wait to get more so that you can have the experience of the first smell. The tea, the honey, and then them coming together and having that fermented. I don't even know what that fermented, where it's like they're melding together. It's like it's coming together and it's like a perfect balance. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna pour out, because I got what I call that flower ambrosia. So I took some of the jasmine tea and I took some of the chrysanthemums, right? And I made a batch of that. I'm gonna bottle. I'm gonna take some. We're gonna toast with some. Then I'm gonna go on and make those bottles. Because right now we're at the perfect time to make bottles where I'm let it go a couple more days so that some of the sweetness can get out. Great Umoja, Miss Tiandra, how's everything going? You know what I'm saying? I hope the book is coming along. But let me share something with y'all real quick. Woke up this morning, said let me find some news. Ranking the most because you know Chili's, something happened at Chili's about 6 days ago, I think. Ranking the most racist acts of white people calling the police on black folks. This is on a site called Rolling Out. Came out 5 days ago. I'm kind of behind, but let's go and look at the rankings. You know what I'm saying? Because this calling the police, I be out here running, man. I be paranoid as hell. I'm being honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while to get back into the running, and now that I got it in my thing right now, the issue now is one, always have to look over my shoulder. Even when I got my own folks rolling up on me talking about, you know, you out here stealing stereos or some shit like that. So it ain't just white officers that a black male got to worry about, because some of our own become just as dangerous as some of the other folks. But here we go. Let's look at some of these here. All right. So I guess I skipped some because they started at number 7. How many did they say? Or did they say any? All right. I'll just say the ranking, so maybe it started at 7. All right. Let's see who got number 7. All right. Boom, boom, boom. So, let's see. Number 7. We got a young lady with locks and a police officer standing behind her. And he looked like he got on riot gear and shit. Airbnb while black. Denisha Prendergast, Bob Marley's granddaughter. Yeah, y'all heard about that one, right? Airbnb while black. Very dangerous nowadays, you know. Can't even Airbnb. I ain't never Airbnb, so I don't know. You know what I heard? That people are Airbnb in Ghana. That's wow. I didn't know that. All right, let's see. What else? Number 6. Being a firefighter while black. This is Oakland. Damn. Okay, Oakland got quite a few. Several black firefighters were racially profiled by white residents in Oakland, California. The first incident occurred on May 16th in the Oakland Hills area where a black firefighter was conducting city-mandated inspections. According to the San Francisco Chronicles, the inspection called for firefighters to inspect different yards that could have fire hazards. A white man approached one of the firefighters and began recording him on a cell phone because he viewed the fireman as suspicious, even though he was wearing a uniform. The incident in Oakland Hills happened less than 1 month after another black firefighter faced racial profiling. Kevin Moore was also doing inspections when a white resident called the police on him for doing his job. Damn. Summary: it's appalling that a black person can pass all of the tests and train to become a firefighter only to face discrimination from the citizens they serve on a daily basis. Here you go. Number 5, sleeping white black at Yale. That one made the news pretty big. We all aware of that one. You can't fall asleep at Ivy League University. You got to sleep with one eye open. Always ready. All right. Let's see. Number 4. Oh, y'all know this one. Waiting at Starbucks while black. When will you black people ever learn? You can't sit at Starbucks. Starbucks is not for sitting. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Waiting for Starbucks while black. Poolside Patricia. I never heard this one. Let me see. In Oklahoma City, another incident was documented by Jemiah Burleson, who captured her white neighbors on cell phone video calling the police because she thought the black people were too happy. In the video released on joy as a black, you know you can't be happy in front of these peoples. What's wrong with y'all? The video released on Facebook, the white woman identified as Patricia told the police that she was upset with her black neighbors because they would not talk to her when she was depressed. She then claimed that black people at the pool bullied her and would not give her help. However, in video filmed by several of the black residents, it was determined that Patricia threatened to fight them because they would not talk to her. Patricia cried while speaking to the police officer. Oh, white girl tears. Man, shit. White girl's tears is like dragon teeth to a black man. It's like, fuck that. You know, I'm leaving the vicinity once them tears starts rolling down, right? Patricia cried while speaking to the police officer. After about 10 minutes of hearing both sides of the story, the officer allowed black residents to leave and spoke with Patricia. Was Patricia arrested? You know what I'm saying? Poolside Patricia appeared to be intoxicated at the time she called the cops. Regardless of her condition, by calling the police, she could have caused chaos for... Oh my, yes, she could have. All right, let's see where we at right now. Number 2, BBQ Becky. Y'all all done heard that one, right? Known as Barbecue Becky, Jennifer Shettle went viral as she was captured on video while calling the police on black people who were having a cookout at Lake Merritt Park in Oakland, California. There's a lot of shit going on in Oakland. Shettle argued that black men in the park did not have a permit to enjoy themselves and use the charcoal grill. More than 2 million people have watched the video. Oh my God. Alright. Summary: BBQ Becky image has become synonymous with racial profiling across the United States. She will always be remembered as a woman who wanted black people in jail for barbecuing. Time out. Was she prosecuted? You know what I'm saying? What's the consequence? What's the consequence for that type? I mean, let's keep it. All right, last. Permit Patty. On June 21st, the solstice, by the way, an 8-year-old black girl decided to sell water to baseball fans who were headed to AT&T Park in San Francisco, right across the bay from Oakland. According to a Twitter post by the girl's cousin, the young girl sold the water outside her family's apartment building, which is located close to the stadium. At some point, Allison Edo began harassing the girl for selling water. She then threatened to call the police on the child. The girl's mother began recording Etel as she claimed to make a call to the police department. When the girl's mother began recording the video on her cell phone, Etel attempted to hide and said the girl was illegally selling water without a permit. The girl's mother responded by saying she was selling water on her property. Edo then said it's not her property. Edo later told the Huffington Post that she was bothered by the girl yelling, "Come buy water." To baseball fans, it's ridiculous considering that sport fans are usually loud before, during, and after games, and it's common to hear noise near a stadium. Instead of asking the girl to lower her voice, Edo decided to treat the situation as a crime. Damn. Alright. I just, might as well start the week off. You know what I'm saying? But now it's time for us to celebrate the stars of the show. Here we go. First, calling the creator by whatever name you choose to call a creator. Man, that smells good. We lift up our glass and we salute that creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We call that great force in amongst us, even though we know it's always here, right? But we salute this force nonetheless. And we salute it as the first ancestor because we are directly connected to the higher source through our ancestors, right? So now we move and we call on our ancestors and we start. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robin and Tex Santa Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, George and William Walter, Chris and Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman L, No More X, Pat Maya Ra, Malika Fakur, Dr. Mary Ann Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulling, the Luxor Brothers, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Carley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rindelman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend Jane Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburgh Beatty, Sarah Willie, Rita Farmer, Agosa Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Dolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Edgar Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keechler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankston, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vin Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W.S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Worrells, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Delma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Ellen O'Howe, Frank and Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vena Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy. Shouts out to Brother Shaka. I see you out there. Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haran Phillips, Cleveland, go take your shower, please. Okay. William Ford Jr., Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Battles, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Baba Naeem, Tim Butler, Ramey Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., John Dewey, and Ruth Beer, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bat Vaughn, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staton, Joel, Jamel Alls, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erlington Houston, Albert Moore, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nana Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Frances, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Vivian Stevenson, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lester and Rachel Saunders, John Bowie, Alex Nixon, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Aunt Becca, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniels, Christine Cottrell, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Emma McClendon, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Boots Jefferson, Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Jennifer Sensenball, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christine Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leanne Peanut Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Phyllis Lee, DeFredis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry. We want to salute all of those ancestors, and we say Ashe. All right, family, from there, we move to the ever-present now.
Come on! What's the matter with you? Tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
All right, family, we are in the moment of Umoja, right? We on Umoja today. Y'all should know the language. Y'all know, we know what that is. The Mahdi principle today is truth. Color is violet. Hermetic law is mentalism. Male name today is Kwojo. Female is Ajua, right? From the 7 EEC principles and values, African-centered cultural virtue and values in Wolof today, we're dealing with Teranga, which is a sense of hospitality, Akan ethics, truth, and in traditional Yoruba, we're looking at Suru, which is patience. All right? So, we raise our glass to the moment, understanding that everything that we think, say, and do in this moment affects our legacy, affects our children. So we lift up our glass in this moment. We say Ashe. From there, family, we move to the future. We toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity. Right now, we toast them, we celebrate them, we lift up our glass for them in advance, for the things that they will be able to do great upon the foundation on which we lay. So we lift our glass and we say Ashe. From there, we move to all of our relations and we lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, we move to the selfish libation. The selfish, this selfish toast. What is it that you need in your life right now? What is it that you need gone in your life right now? You know what I'm saying? What is it that you need fixed in your life right now? When we toasting these ancestors and we calling on the Creator, they're present. So we need to be clear on what it is that we want. So we raise our glass right now, hold it up for you, so that you could go and do your thing. Maybe one day somebody will hold it up for me so I can go and do mine. All right. We say Ashe. From there, last but not least, I salute the most powerful being in the room. And that just happens to be you. So we lift up our glass and I salute you. And I thank you for taking your time to join us, whether live or whether you come and catch us later. We lift up our glass to you and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I wish you peace, power, joy, and guess what? 100 years. And brothers and sisters, I'm going to sip on this, and I am out. I'm kind of scared to sip on it because I just got done doing that diatomaceous earth, right? And I usually like to do it before I run, but I forgot to do it before I ran this morning. So it's still floating around in my system. And I kind of hate to waste this, but oh my God. Oh my God. It's just right. Not too old, not too young. I love when it come out. Lord have mercy. All right, family. I'm gonna wish you a peaceful. I wish you peace, power, and what is it? Peace, power, joy in 100 years. I think that's what it is. Getting kind of rusty, so I gotta do some. I gotta get back into my studies. All right, family. This brother Hatim. I am out. Facebook. All right, Spreaker. It was nice talking with y'all this morning. We are out.